don't know yet exactly what it's going to be. In the markets, we haven't seen a surcharge in some markets. We have in others, but we haven't decided what the exact form of the rollout is going to be.
They have, it would seem, very impressive same-store sales growth for an established brand, both in China, which is reputedly their main growth market, and in the United States, where you would think things might be even a little even slower. How have they done that?
It's primarily been loyalty driven. 40% of their tender is coming from their loyalty members. The expectation for this quarter is that there's something else going on, that over and above the recent trends. I've been hearing numbers as high as 6% comps in terms of the expectation, which is why the stock has been acting really well. But over and above loyalty, the expectation is there's something else going on. It may be that some of the newer products have been seeing a little bit more traction than in the recent past. It could be that we're seeing a step up in non-loyalty members. I think, if I were to take a guess, I think it's the latter. But ultimately, at least this quarter, the expectations are it could be as high as a 6% comp relative to the 4% expectation.
It's a pretty high expectation. Nick, I was really struck by Beyond Meat's partnership with Dunkin' yesterday, because that product seems to me a better, quote-unquote, lifestyle match for Starbucks. How big of a problem is it that Dunkin' will have these products first for Starbucks?
I don't necessarily think it's it's necessarily a big problem. I think there will be some trial, early on at Dunkin', but ultimately it's not, that big of an issue to roll it out of Starbucks once they feel like the supply chain will be ready to go. I do think that supply chain remains the main concern, around rolling out that product. Starbucks has slightly a different type of a supply chain than Dunkin' has, which allowed Dunkin' to be first. But ultimately, Starbucks will catch on. I'm not necessarily sure that you're going to see too much trial away from Starbucks, just given that the customer is such a different customer for Dunkin' versus Starbucks. So I don't necessarily think it will be a problem. And if it is, it'll be on the margin, and Starbucks will be able to catch up relatively quickly.